So hi and welcome back to Hytale. Right behind me there are a lot of things that changed, so I'm pretty excited to show you some of the changes I made to this little island we're on. I don't know if you can see this on the map. 1 second. Oh, you can see this. So this is what changed. To be honest, I designed a couple of houses. It's so amazing that they have like all the different tools to like change building types, turn it around, switch it up, change the elevation. So this is how far I've got. I made myself a little platform to build houses on and then like design different types. I also took some from our old castle, like for example the tower design, and switched it up a bit. Then I went and cleared all the area of trees, which you can see there's not many left, I think here and this one. And then I got busy getting some terraforming on this island because it was too flat. The walls are way too high for like this flat land here, and I want to build my like manor up here, and this will be like the city center and a dock area around here with an access into the port through here. That's the idea so far. Maybe the entrance and exit, something like that. I have to think about that. But now I want to show you what this is actually looking like, so follow me. As you can see, you don't see that much. I designed like this singular house, and I got like 2 levels of elevation and beneath the ceiling. The idea was having like a townhouse that's including a shop or like some way the owner can make a living. So this is like the shop area so far. Not too keen about like the idea of the layout, but that's like a basic setup. Then you have the storage around here, some kind of workbench, some kind of working area for the shop here. Then you go up and then you go into the living quarters, like different types of room, a kitchen, some kind of living room, and then you can go even further up and then you go to the accommodation, like different rooms for living. You have a bed, some kind of table, shelving, closets. Yeah, pretty much the same. It got like quite narrow, but yeah, that's the idea of this room. If you go on to the most furthest up level, you have some like common rooms with beds for like your lowest living accommodation. That's too small, I think, for a bed, but I had to include some here. Chests, and also another living room, bedroom. And you could go up here to get into the attic, but that's... I need to get some ladders to clean this up, but that's like just a chest. That's the basic idea of the house. There's some subtle differences between the different houses, but in the general theme they're all built the same way. I extended sometimes like small, make it more like unique in the aesthetic, to have like all these different designs about the general theme. And these are like the I would say like small town houses that you would have in the more like how can I say that? Like the outer area of a city, where you have like the people with lower incomes, so the houses are smaller. Also, basic idea: you have a ground floor. But the problem here with a shop or like some accommodation for the animals they're keeping. But I've found out that you can't place anything on slabs. For some reason, I wasn't able to put down furniture because of the slabs. So I changed up this design, which one was the first I made, to the bigger ones, getting like regular bricks, full blocks of material in it. Also different designs, more based on the same principle. You have like a stone ground floor and a living quarter above, some rooms. You have like your living room and then like a kitchen, common area, storage, and up above on the third floor you would have like sleeping rooms, bedrooms, with all the different areas. That's the basic idea of these houses. They're more or less the same. A bigger one with some smaller ones. Different ways of entry. You have internally, you have most of the time external entrance to the living room. So you have your like ground floor, just stone in case, like that. It's better to keep like animals, I would say. And if you go for something in here, living room, maybe kitchen and storage, and up above I would build like sleeping rooms, bedrooms, and that's the general idea of these houses. And that's so far. The next big thing I made are like these little courts. Usually you find it like this here. You have like a separate area with the entrance where you have like your horses bound, or some barrels or storage outside of the house that you don't want to store inside. And then let's see if I can get up here. We have the outer wall, but how am I going to show you that? Let's go outside. Let's go outside so you have a better idea of how this looks like, but we have to get some distance, and then you see this. Oh, I see, I forgot some slabs there. Basic idea. Also, I got like different building elements first, and then I copy and paste it into the environment. I try to orientate the placement around the terrain, but yeah, if you copy and paste it, it's not so natural. You can see the difference on the other side of the city, where I couldn't really build with the prefabricated building parts I got. I got like a diagonal one and a straight one. Here they are. Basically, I designed them like that. You have battlements on the outside and the plain cobblestone wall in the inside. They are hollow, because if you're copying them, you will fill it with this like blocks that are already there. That's getting already nighttime, which is bad. And the diagonal one, same design, a bit more difficult. It's like just one gap. In between here you have like 5 cobblestone, stone brick pillar, and again 5 cobblestone. That didn't really work here, so I have like 3 diagonal ones, 3 straight ones, so it's a bit wider. but yeah, still not too different. So you can see there's like one of the earlier designs, and it has a bit of a different layout, but I think the upper floors are already changed to the new design. I think you have more living room up here. But let's go to the other buildings. These are the ones I took from the old castle. I designed them there, and then I copied them over here to like improve, change the design, and yeah, get some different ideas for it. And yeah, this table is still there because I tried to figure out how to put this inside. As you can see, I can't only place here on the regular bricks, not on the slabs. For some reason, that's how this is supposed to be, and that's the different types of houses. I have the triangular tower, square tower from the old castle. You might notice that. Still have some of the attachments. And I designed like a round tower. It's getting dark, that's bad. I hope you can see, you can't really see that. I had inside to rest through the night. We are closing in onto this gap. You have a gate here and a gate like for now here on these both sides. I think that's the most organic place to put a gate. I will show you the details when you can see something. So let's head around. Jump, jump, jump. And hopefully we can go to sleep. Yes, come on, jump. Go to bed. Come on. Let's go. So, we are heading back. This is one of the round towers, and this is one of the square ones. Yeah, and flying mounts would be nice to show you all around. You have pretty much this entrance, this gate. It's not really the perfect size for now, but to get in and out it's good enough. And then you have like the area where you can get into the harbor, and that's the design here. Can I go around? Show you that? Don't have shit on me, that's bad. 1 second. Let's switch into creative. So now I can fly and show you around. So the idea of this island would be like having the most important part, like a manor with an entrance or like some kind of connection up here through there into the manor. That's the idea for now. You can see this would be the entrance into the harbor. You have like 2 guarding towers around that, and like the wall design going or is orientated on the mountains or hills that were already existing. So I have like this beach area around here, as well as on the other side around here. But here the mountain was like pretty close to the actual beach, so that's pretty good. But here you had like this flat plain area, so we have to put the walls behind there. Maybe you can make like some kind of really poor area of poor people, something like a beggar's living quarters or something like that, with like straw buildings, like really basic ones. So next part is the outer area. That's where like all the different rocks are, and the wall really was really fitting well into this mountain. And this is the area I mentioned earlier, where I tried to orientate the wall naturally on the existing shoreline. Also because of the mountains back there, but building battlements on that part will be really difficult, and it won't be like symmetrical, not looking too good. So it's a difficult decision to make. Sometimes it fits good, sometimes it doesn't fit good. We have to wait and figure it out while we're going. I personally like it more building in natural, so you have like all the different terrain levels incorporated into your final result, and also because it's looking more like better in my opinion. But it takes way too much time, and you have to do it over and over again. And I like to watch documentaries while building, so it's easier to copy for like a basic structures. If you have like some kind of idea of design for houses, why not copy that? I also experienced different ground materials. I used here a combination of cobblestone, gravel, mostly gravel and not regular one, and also like dirt patches to the houses and stone floors at the entrances to the houses. I also wanted to show you this really complex house. The problem here is, you might see it with this missing one, we had like the basic structure here, but we also had to connect it with the other one, which is really hard to do. I think I switched this all up. Here you can see some kind of irregularities, and I think I switched. You can see this here. Both of the roof tiles are in between each other. So I had to come up with a solution for that. It's not perfect. Usually I wouldn't build some, I don't know how to call them. I don't know what the name is for these pergolas, I guess. They're not perfect, and you wouldn't build something to watch another roof. But yeah, for now I have that. And I needed to connect, like on this corner, on the street, I want to expand this over to the harbor, and also connect this then, this gate here to the harbor, and then around here. And then this will be the main square with all the different shops, in theory at least. And the idea was to get like here also some houses with shops connecting to the street. And this is why we had to build something like this on this corner. Also some entrances. Can I get, no, 1 second, there's ghost mouse into this area to connect through there. That's the basic idea. And so I had to come up and make a design for this side of the house, which would be regularly flat like this. This makes the living room up here way bigger. So it's like a 3 people sized living room. I have to close this off, and besides that I think that's pretty much. There's the and it's extended one of these 3 corners to the outside. Usually the house would end here and only extend through there. So we had to expand this, so these houses are even bigger and not lit up yet. Oh, I forgot to build some floor here. And yeah, you can see this here. Also I have this gap, which I don't really know how to fill. Maybe just a wall. Yeah, that's not so good. Or maybe to switch this over. Yeah, that's something I have to do. And yeah, that's the basic things that have changed since the last time I showed you around this little island. Yeah, let's go view a look around this side. You have like some battlements. Also, I designed some kind of openings to shoot out of. You can see it here, and you also can look at a wall, which is really nice. If you have like a bow and arrow, you might even be able to shoot people that are standing in front of your walls. Because we have the stone walls in between the towers. Yeah, I have too many goblin chests here all over. You have like all these different room setups, which makes it actually more cool, I would say. You have like different parts of dungeons inside this tower, and like access to the different battlements throughout. Now I close this off. Oh, did I? Yeah. Yeah. Now there's a stone missing, but battlements and the basic shape. For this tower, I haven't shown you that. The design of the roof was really difficult because it's like round, and so I came up with something like this, or I think that's the most natural one, with getting like the steep ones, normal ones, and like the flat ones on the sides. In regards to the battlements, pretty basic. The cornerstones needed to be double wide, otherwise you had stone slabs like here, and you could like add like this corner or look through here. So there's like a cube around here. Staircase in the center going up and down. And what is this? Ah, that's the existing wall. Pretty much the idea of this building. What else did I do? I changed a bit the width of this river. I think I smoothed it a bit. And yeah, as you can see, I used the how's it called? 1 second, I have to show you that. The selection, no, what the fuck, what is it? I grabbed the sculpt brush, and if you sculpt like the system, 1 second, I can show you that. Yeah, it's this. So if I'm pressing on that, it's like getting the most, it's like getting all the bricks that are like selected in the area. So if I'm making this smaller and just click here, there should be only an extension of these bushes. Which makes it really hard because it's like getting all the different things and expands that. How can I get rid of that? Okay. So you get like this weird grassy stuff extension, which sucks. There should be some kind of tool against this. So it's only copying bricks. That's a small detail I noticed, and that was pretty annoying, and still is. But besides that, it's pretty cool. You have a really great view. I don't know if you noticed that I built it like that around the different islands. You can see like the volcano area here, the volcano over there, and yeah, that's all the details so far, I think. Did I build something else? I can show you the houses over there. So like different types of houses. I think this was the first one I designed from this style here. You have the entrance through the staircase, and then you have the living room as first room you enter, and you have the sleeping bedrooms above. Pretty basic. I think that's what like a small townhouse would look like. And this sentry, pretty much the same house without a roof above the staircase. I think that's just turned around. I think, yeah, that's it. And a like extended version around two like arches. Yeah, basement still room. Maybe I'd make like a swinger for like animals where you put them. Yeah, that's the basic idea of the whole build. I found a cool tree on this island, so I copied it and placed it for now here. Also this big one, this big birch tree, I put this as well over there. And then I wanted to figure it out and put it into the design of the city to make it more organic. So you have like these two trees here, not really big, make it really centric and really lush living here. Or imagine you live here. Also the birch tree here. So that's the idea, and I want to have like a really long main city quarter, but I have to get some different designs. Maybe I make some with different colors next to have like some more variation. Just white, that's not really how like old cities look like. And also make more like a design that's a bit higher. So you have to change up like all, it's too symmetrical. We have like different eye-catching parts, or like getting more flower pots. That's something I did in Minecraft. You have like trapdoors around the bricks, so you can build like flower pots, something like that. Maybe I have to get like bigger ones around here to make it more and windows in there. I just noticed. And then the next question is, how do I get rid of the spawn of like NPCs around? It's also something that's really annoying. And figure out the design for the outside houses, and like making sheds. Sheds are like detrimental for like medieval cities. You have like a shed here, made out of wood, maybe some basic ceiling, and then you have like some kind of like smith or hay storage or wood storage, something that's like getting it away from the rain. I'm also pretty proud of this corner here. Maybe I should expand it around here and also make the extension here. That would be cool, and I think that's a design I want to adopt somewhere. Maybe here, maybe somewhere else. And then you could have like barrels and decoration stuff around here to make it more natural. Also like pebbles on the ground. And yeah, that's something we are still working on, or I'm still working on. If you have any suggestions on how to make or change buildings, or what I'm like missing, please let me know. I'm more than happy like giving new ideas a try. And we will see each other on the next update. I'm not really sure how fast or how much I can spend time currently on this project, on this like how is it called? It's more like something I do as a hobby in my free time, so I'm not really sure how much time I can spend and how fast I can give you updates on it. Previously I made like small 30-minute videos about building, but if I'm just copying different designs and like trying to like make changes to existing structures, I don't think that's too interesting for you. If it is interesting, please let me know. I'm more than happy to include you if I'm thinking you're really interested in the idea of designing and changing like these houses and using all the tools that this game is providing us with. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Until the next time, have a great time. Bye.